What up? What up? What up? What up? What jerseys does Denver have? I never looked at their jerseys. Eee.
Welcome and happy holidays from K Sports. It's time for NBA. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Williams. Dosumu is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Pickett in at the 1. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Here's Embiid. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. The shot, no good. Gasol with the defensive effort. Long Beach on offense. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
No, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Denver shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he knocks down the first one. Shepard's checked in for Long Beach. So he gets them both. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Dosumu.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Butler's checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Doors. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
The Nuggets with another miss.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Long Beach moving that ball around. This all setting the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one.
If you're guarding SGA in the pick and roll play, stop the ball, because otherwise Shai's going to get to where he wants to go.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. As the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
On the wing, Williams. Embiid dishes to Williams.
Bitch.
Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's James outside. They get it again. Holmgren.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's about determination and hustle. Chet Holmgren getting the second chance opportunity because of his work.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Clinton. On the wing, Williams. To the middle. Gasol with the steal. Here's LeBron. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This is how gifted LeBron is. This kid is tough and able to score through contact.
Okoro, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepherd followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
Gasol passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 20 feet out.
Oh, he almost had
The
that.
miss by Long Beach.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
What the fuck?
Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Doris, you can just see in Isaac Okoro the confidence he's gained since his rookie year.
Kevin, he's always had tremendous confidence on the defensive end. I mean, he's a lockdown defender at multiple positions. What you're seeing develop is more belief in his jump shot. And that confidence comes because he's been willing to put in the work.
Looking at who's out there now for Long Beach, Anthony comes in for James. And it's Anthony Black in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Now Williams. No scoring in this one. Pass to Okoro. Williams with the ball from outside the arc.
You love the job they've done here to protect the paint. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass.
Oh, shit.
Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he's able to get it back. And he gets it to go. Holmgren's got 6.
Nice work by Chet Holmgren on the interior. Hey, you've got to be opportunistic if you find yourself in the paint.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And this is their first time matched up with Long Beach this year.
See the stats for Butler. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 9 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Outside Williams. It's tipped. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. They got for us, DA.
Come on, Butler, stop the shit.
Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Here's Clintman. And it's good as
Shit.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Black. Nothing on the board. And the layup falls.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. 9-point game. Pass to Okoro.
Oh.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Stoudemire, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Smith checked in for the Nuggets. Williams comes in for Williams. Embiid from outside. Second shot opportunity. Nice shot by Smith.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Stoudemire, the screen. Black dishes to Stoudemire, and Stoudemire slams it in.
Let's go.
And short trip for Stoudemire to the rim. And with his athletic ability, there's just no stopping.
The Nuggets faking a switch here. Hassel's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 10. Outside Butler. Pass to Okoro. Knocked away. And here's the break. Anthony finds Holmgren, and it's in there. Black's got his second basket of the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Long Beach.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
46 seconds left to play in the first. No coverage.
Let's go.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Pass to Okoro. Here's Embiid. Shoots a fader.
Damn, strong nigga.
For him, 1 for 4 shooting.
And looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Anthony.
Oh, shit.
Rejection by Smith. Oh, and here we go. Okoro's got it. The fast break chance. And Okoro throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Shepard with the ball. 12 points his last outing. The shot's good.
And they have owned. The paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Long Beach leads by 12. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about Long Beach here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
So on the floor for Denver. Wade out there with Butler. Then there's Dosunmu. Then it's Okoro. And it's Smith in at center.
Anthony just barreling through. No stopping him with a head of steam.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Dosunmu. Has yet to score. Okoro shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but way to do it.
Butler in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. LeBron's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Denver also making a switch. Pickett's checked in. Dosunmu up top. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Clock at 6. Here's Pickett over Shepherd. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
James, the pass to Shepherd. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Black kicks to Stoudemire. Baseline jumper, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Pass to Black. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Well, you look at LeBron James, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. The numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's been dominant over the last month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Smith against Stoudemire. And it's Smith missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's James. Banked in off the glass. James has got his second basket of the night.
And that's great effort by James to work for position and convert on the second chance opportunity.
Embiid with the screen on Edwards. Pass to Embiid. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And he makes that one.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so good from this area. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Now, here's Okoro. He's tightly guarded. Pickett passes to Okoro. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Long Beach leading by 11. Edwards going all the way.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
Pass to Dosunmu. Driving inside. Holmgren with the steal. And it's Long Beach on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I think what really catches your eye about James is how much he does and does well. For a rookie, he affects almost every facet of the game.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And we'll take a look here at a very skilled bunch of point guards at the stripe. Look at the numbers they've put up over the last 10 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1.
He's been a model of consistency at the free throw line all season. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Pickett passes to Haslem. Embiid with it. Hermanenko defending. Here's Pickett. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Long Beach leading by 11. Woke loose. Kicks it out to James. Pass to Edwards. Here's Hassel. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Hassel's got his first points of the night.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure.
And it looks like
I didn't mean
it's a coach's
to
challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Long Beach making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. The free throw drops for Embiid.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Pickett. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Embiid, the pass to Pickett.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And here's Smith. Pass to Pickett. Now here's Embiid. Tries again. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. James looking around. Stoudemire the screen. Shepard with the ball. Now Smith defending. Stoudemire, and that is good.
And this is where Stoudemire's feast, and it's why his teammates look to get him the rock down low.
Pickett passes to Hess. 1:12 left here in the second. He tries for 3.
Damn.
Long Beach with the rebound. And if you've been following them closely this year, you know they're winning games by double-digit margins.
And making it look easy, guys. And when this team gets a lead down the stretch, they protect it as well as anybody in the game. They have become comfortable in dealing with adversity.
Pass to Williams. For three, Smith. Stoudemire grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
There's a screen. Here's Edwards. Here's Dermonenko. And Stoudemire slams it in.
And Stoudemire is a menace on the glass. He's someone you got to keep a body on.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Smith. A beautiful
What the
reverse
fuck?
layup.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
LeBron outside. And here's Edwards from the arc. And we finished one half of basketball. Long Beach on top. They're up by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of all. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for Long Beach.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, Isaac Okoro getting it done today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Holmgren is out there with Gasol. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's James. Gilgeous Alexander in the point guard position.
No
if you
way.
mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And for the Nuggets, they've got Dosunmu, Joel Embiid out there with Williams, and it's Pickett in at the one spot. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Long Beach moving that ball around. LeBron shot is off. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 11. For Long Beach, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second
What the
half.
fuck?
Here's Holmgren. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Cody Williams.
One of the most valued things in the NBA right now, length. Chet Holmgren, tough assignment, particularly when he's on the inside.
Shai Gilgeous Alexander checked in for Long Beach.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Pass to Embiid. The Nuggets with another miss. Long Beach leading by 13. Out to Edwards. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Count that one. Holmgren's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nothing like a big man who understands how to play in pick and roll. Holmgren, excellent execution.
Here's Pickett. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Here's Williams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Nuggets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. 2 points. That one goes. Holmgren's got 12 points in the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Pickett passes to Dosunmu. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Williams. Embiid sets the pick for Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Klintman from past the arc. Play by Williams to set it up.
3 points.
Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its drafts into 2 days. League's executive VP and head of operations Joe Dumars says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx of talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Pass to Klintman. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt.
Here's Pickett. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. There's the pick. To the paint. Here's Goodman.
Shit.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Denver, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good. Shepard's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. That one is no good. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you've got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Butler, he's checked in for Denver. Pass to Embiid. Here's Dosunmu. Over in the corner, Williams. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got 8 here in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Gasol, a screen on Williams. Edwards with it. Caron Butler covering.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Now, here's Dosunmu. He gives the team some steady offense. Been over 10 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That's foul number 2 for him. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Long Beach. Pass to Dosunmu. Outside Williams. They set the pick. Now here's Butler. Off target with his 3.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Edwards looking it over. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Williams passes to Dosunmu. And here's Embiid. Embiid showing his range right there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
You're seeing everything on display for Chet Holmgren. He understands angles. He's smart. He's got good hands. He can shoot it. What a night.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Embiid with the screen on Edwards. The 11-footer and the basket by Klintman. Klintman's got 8 points in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
That one goes. Count it.
And that is not a rookie move, folks. Anthony using his handles to create for himself.
Third personal foul. 15.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Long Beach.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Looking at who's out there now for Long Beach, Stoudemire's checked in for Gasol, and it's Anthony Black in for Edwards. Here's Black. And Okoro pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 11. Butler on the wing. The tray. Long Beach with the rebound. Stoudemire's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Oh. Hit that one. Good D by Wade. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Butler, and the lead is down inside single digits. And it's Anthony with the ball for Long Beach. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Black the pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Phenomenal awareness.
Carmelo
Anthony. After the screen is set.
Denver's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Now here's Dosunmu. Defense is right there. And here is Okoro. He's got 8. Misses from close range. Got it off in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Long Beach leads by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
Team foul.
James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Stoudemire. Then there's Black. And it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. Here's Okoro. And Anthony sends it back.
Anthony knows that as a rookie, he needs to put effort in on defense. Great job to get a hand on that shot.
James. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, their pass to Okoro. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Fader on the way. Embiid, no good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Pass to Edwards. Over Okoro. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Now, Okoro. Edwards defending. Here's Embiid. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Stoudemire.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. The Nuggets trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum
Shit.
builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Long Beach making a switch here.
Second team foul. Coming off the floor for your home team, number 1, Undenico.
Here's Embiid. No good on the quick three.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
LeBron passes to Stoudemire. Excellent defense there from Smith. For Denver, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. One is on Stoudemire, and that one misses. Long Beach making a switch here. Gasol's checked in.
Karan Butler at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. Long Beach leading by 16. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Edwards drives in, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Isaac Okoro did not like that.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And the dunk by Embiid.
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Bucket is good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Pass to Clinton. Here's Pickett. Outside Butler. Takes a three. Cans it from downtown. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Shit.
Offensive rebound, Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
For Long Beach, Holmgren comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for LeBron. Outside Butler. Pass to Williams. Smith outside. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Now, Dosunmu. Pass to Clinton. They get a hand on it. Dosunmu, shot's good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Clinton, and the shot goes in. Clinton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Timeout called. Nuggets. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Long Beach making a switch here. James is checked in.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it. Yes, sir.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's James. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And it goes down 2 points. Long Beach leading by 21. LeBron hits to Gasol. Holmgren dishes to Edwards. .152 left in the fourth. Chalk up 2 there.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Here's Pickett. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pickett passes to Embiid. Dosunmu with it. Working on Holmgren. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Holmgren. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Long Beach.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 5. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Nuggets.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Long Beach with the ball. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, Williams with the steal. And so it's Long Beach with the W. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you...
Chad, 16-7, 1 block, 1 steal. We only had 1 3-pointer that whole game. Holy shit.